Hey guys, so if you've been looking at my community posts at all, you've been seeing a lot of stuff about me and Riff. And that's the main reason I'm making this video. Today in this video, I'm going to be debunking everything Riff has done and why he should leave the community, because Jesus Christ, Riff, you gotta stop, man. Not all of these photos are mine. Some of them are taken from other people, and I will credit them if that is the case, but for most of these, they are mine, and I screenshotted them myself. Alright, let's get into the basics. So, for the people who don't know who Riff is, Riff used to be a well-respected member of the MSM community. They would comment everywhere, being known as the Everywhere Guy #2, the first being Fish Champ, and Fish Champ is still #1 to this day. But that would change around early 2024, maybe February, I believe. He would go on to post softcore pornography of the monsterlings inflated. This is referred to an inflation fetish. The monsters he did this to were Candelabra, Barb, and Glowl. He also captioned them with little descriptions about what happened, which are displayed on screen right now. I think most of you see the problem already with this, as in the MSM community, we are not very kind to pornography, and we especially don't like child pornography. No community does. For anyone not familiar in the MSM community, monsterlings are the child versions of regular adult monsters, meaning he made child porn. He would then go on, many times, saying that the captions were the worst part about them, completely disregarding the fact that he made child porn, and even going on multiple times to say nothing was wrong with it. Is this the only claim? Nope, but it sure is the biggest. Another claim that is more recent is that he's homophobic and transphobic. What evidence is there of this? Well, originally, it was just a few comments, but more recently, he made an entire post saying how he hates representation in the media. Which, if you can't put the puzzle pieces together, is practically him confirming it. Another proof that he's homophobic, that on a post where he asked his commenters what they thought the holiday for Whizbang was, on the comment section, he put, "For me personally, it's 4th of July. Now, is this homophobic in and of itself? No, it's just a misconception. I actually originally thought that as well. But you gotta understand, with the added context of this and the other things I'm gonna show you, it's not just a misconception. He would also go on to heart transphobic comments, which isn't good, obviously. And obviously with all of this, I genuinely don't know how he still has a platform. The third reason that most of the MSM community hates him is that he recently made a YouTuber, Rainbow, quit YouTube due to her mental health declining due to Riff telling his entire fan base to harass her. Riff, you have an extremely large fan base, at least for a small MSM creator, and using that to dogpile on a smaller creator for criticizing you is not okay in any right, especially if that makes them suicidal. Rainbow was a person who, like me, tried to expose Riff for the dirty stuff he did, and got dogpiled in return. Now, am I scared that I'll suffer the same fate? I probably will, but I don't care. I'm speaking up about this because A, Riff is a terrible person, B, because no one else in this community wants to for some reason, and C, because every small creator who wants to talk about this never does, because they'll get dogpiled. I'm sorry if that sounded like I was trying to make the other people who tried to talk about this lesser. I was just trying to say that I want to speak up for them. If I worded that weirdly, I'm sorry. The final thing I'm talking about today is split into two halves, partially. The first half will be about him asking minors where they live, while on the verge of turning 18. This is the first thing that happened with this whole debacle. Basically, around early 2024, like I said, probably in February or January, he asked multiple of his friends who are minors while he was 17 on the verge of turning 18 where they live so he could get a better look at them. Now, if it was just this, I don't think anyone would be making this big of a fuss about it. But it's not. And I probably wouldn't even be talking about this, but I said I would be talking about everything he's done. So, I gotta just include that. Also, past tense Mike here, he made an entire apology video, part 1, that is just the intro. No effort was put into this, but he acted like it was a labor of his duty. I think that tells you enough how much he cares about this entire thing. If you are trying to defend yourself about the allegations and you don't put any effort into the thing, I don't think you care. Now, I'm not going to debate on this apology yet because I didn't write a script for that part because I didn't know it was going to be this awful. But for now, let's just get back to what I was talking about earlier. The second half is him harassing people and spamming his apologies in MPG's comment sections. If you're wondering what I mean by the spam, he apparently thought it would be a good idea to write a very bad apology and spam it in MPG's videos because no one would watch it. And you know what? He's absolutely correct. No one wants to watch it because your apologies always are bad. Every apology you've made has been either lies or just downright awful. Not even to mention the one you just made. Now onto the harassing part. He, like Rainbow, has told his fan base to harass multiple smaller creators with his massive audience. They dogpile on said creator if there has been a claim that has an individual. That's either because I don't have the proof on me or they were deleted shortly after. After I confronted him about this, he made a comment saying, "Please don't do this, I'm apologizing soon, don't make it worse." In this comment section, I battled him for around like an hour, I think, when it was 5 a.m. for me. He then, once I said I'm archiving all of this, deleted the entire comment. If you don't believe me, proof is on screen. I don't have the archive comment because I made that after I took the screenshot. Riff Raff, please, believe the community. You are making it a worse place.